Greetings, history enthusiasts. Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into one of history's most intriguing enigmas, the Mount Nemrut. This ancient site has baffled scholars, historians, and archaeologists for centuries. Join me as we attempt to unravel the secrets hidden within the Mount of Nemrut. Nemrut Dagi, Mount Nemrut, dates back to the 1st century BC and is one of the most iconic UNESCO World Heritage Sites. The ancient site of Mount Nemrut. Soaring 7,000 feet into the sky, this lofty mountain top is home to a mysterious and ancient ruin. A massive grave and cultic complex commissioned by the Persian and Greek leader Antiochus I. The tomb is flanked by enormous stone reliefs of gods that highlight a mix of influences that met in this area at the time, showing Greek gods wearing Persian clothes. The haunting sculptures overlooking Mount Nemrut are some of the most magnificent that you'll find anywhere in the world. Giant heads built in the 1st century BC under the Commagene Kingdom look out over an incredible sunrise and sunset every day. These massive sculptures are like just about nowhere else in the world, weighing at 6 tons and are a full 10 meters tall. But where do these mysterious sculptures come from? What is the Commagene Kingdom? Who was King Antiochus I Theos? Why were they built? What purpose do they serve? And why on this spot? It's one of the few examples in history where we have the remnants of the history and not the memory. So it's up to us to set the record right and discover the history of this land all over again. What was the Commagene Kingdom? This kingdom was an ancient Armenian kingdom that essentially served as a buffer state between ancient Rome and Persia. In fact, the kings of Commagene claimed ancestry from Darius I Persia. Its capital was the grand city of Samosata, of which just about nothing remains. The valley at the bottom of Mount Nemrut is likely the location for the city. As you can see, even the known history of the kingdom is a little shrouded in history, but it's reckoned that the kingdom remained relatively independent until 17 AD, when it was conquered by the Roman Emperor Tiberius. It regained independence for a couple decades before being incorporated in the Roman Empire once and for all in 72 AD by the Emperor Vespasian. The kings of the kingdom appear to have been extremely powerful and wealthy, and certainly the sculptures and Mount Nemrut speak to this. Indeed, the body of King Antiochus is thought to have been buried in chambers beneath his man-made mountain, though his tomb has yet to be found. Wait, so what are the sculptures exactly? The sculptures were built by King Antiochus I Theos of Commagene as a tomb sanctuary for himself. The sculptures are of himself, 2 lions, 2 eagles, and various Greek, Armenian, and Medes gods, such as Susaramazd or Oromasds, associated with Zoroastrian god Ahura Mazda, Hercules Vahane, Tyche and Apollo near Mithras. The sculptures themselves show the east meets west nature of the kingdom, as the facial features are Greek, but the clothing they are wearing is decidedly more Eastern. They are no longer standing in their original positions, but the scattered effect of the sculpture's current positions is almost more jarring than if they were neatly in a row, as they almost certainly were originally intended. The site as a whole is massive, with a 49-meter-tall tumulus on site, mound of earth and stones raised over tombs. Where it's located? The nearest major city to Mount Nemrut is called Adıyaman, but probably Gaziantep is where you'll fly into. Drive up, and the sunsets and particular sunrises over the sculptures is absolutely a must-see. As the massive sculptures are bathed in the dawn's red light, reflect over the marvel of history and the passing empires over these lands. Outstanding universal value. Crowning one of the highest peaks of the eastern Taurus mountain range in southeast Turkey, Nemrut Dagi is the Hierothecian temple tomb and house of the gods, built by the late Hellenistic king Antiochus I of Commagene, 69 to 34 BC, as a monument to himself. The most striking feature of this site is the enormous burial mound. An unopened tomb that remains a mystery to archaeologists and historians alike. If you like my videos, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching, folks.